come we on. Alright, Shalom. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahai Rakha Kwadash, Gaban apostles also, and blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. And as you see it in the title, today's lesson is Babylon, a house divided. You know, and really believe it or not, it's a vast subject. It's something that's just it's never ending. You know, what prompt the subject was the what you call that, the government shutdown. You know, even though that's it's not a key source of it, but the government shutdown will cause a house divided because can we get that the feet laden with clay, you know?
Okay.
Because this divide, on one side you got people wanting to spend the budget on military. On another note, you got people wanting to spend the budget on economy. In actuality, America is gonna be destroyed. And the reason why it's gonna be destroyed because you wouldn't even have a budget issue if you were to keep the laws, statutes, commandments of the Bible. You know, as far as the laws of the land, the year of Jubilee, different things amongst that nature. You got it, brother?
Okay. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, starting at verse 6. Shall not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his?
Yeah, so that him is talking about Esau, Babylon, because with Esau's blessing was the fatness of the earth, man. So with that fatness of the earth, he was gonna go and use his sword. So he increaseth that which is not his, because really the earth, as far as the meaning's sake, is for Yasha Allah, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, now another aspect is that other nations have their portion of the world too, but we are the overseers of the whole entire world. You know what I'm saying? But there's nations like Hamites and Japhites and Ammonites and Moabites. They all have their lands. Okay, Esau doesn't consider borders. All right, he crosses every border. He goes into different worlds and countries and rob them of their resources. So he's increasing that which is not his. Those resources in Africa, that's not his. Hey, us in America, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, he enslaved us, and he still have us enslaved through the birth certificate and Social Security system. So we're not his. You know, Scripture said, "You find a man that stealeth." All right, he that stealeth a man, if you find him, he shall be put to death. All right. Go ahead, brother.
How long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay.
Yep, that thick clay is that you got that thick clay is basically that depth. You know what I'm saying? That it says what is it? I always get the one mixed up in Daniel.
That's the one I got.
Miry clay?
Yeah, the miry clay. You know, that's the one I want. I want it. Basically, you got that miry clay is the strength and the weak. They say strength and weakness, but it's basically the military might and that depth also, man. But that's the one that says
thick clay.
Yeah, thick clay.
It's abaya, which is depth.
Which is the depth. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that actually goes into saying with the depth. So Esau, his whole system, it is based off of depth. And when I say depth, D-E-B-T, not D-E-H-T, D-E-A-T-H. It's an inside joke. But so you got, and I'm at work and I'm arguing, or I'm not even arguing. I'm going back and forth. I hear people going back and forth about how to solve the Negro or black issue in America. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the spirit, man. That bitch could have fell. How to solve the black issue in America, and they talking about, oh, we need our own banks, we need our own land. You know what I'm saying? America is CTD, circling the drain, man. All right? This place is going down at a rapid rate. And for two, we're dealing with Esau. Esau never give us a chance, you know what I'm saying, to do anything. So it's a house divided against itself. Let's get the scripture where it says, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and let's get the house divided against itself in itself.
You want that one right now?
We want the house divided first, since that's a perennial, you know what I'm saying. But one part is the depth of this society, man, the financial burden. Cause when you broke, man, hey, you know, as Juvenile said, when you broke, you drove. You know, and when they had us in captivity, everybody was on one page, so to speak. You know, cause when you got slaves, really the slave don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? So when they had us in captivity, everything was in they was like-minded. But now that the depth has come, they want, oh, you need to spend a budget on schools. You need to spend a budget on military. You need to spend a budget on Flint, Michigan water. And if they want to increase money, you don't want nobody to put the pipelines through. They want people to put the pipelines through. You know what I'm saying? This house is divided, man. Okay? And it's not like that for no reason, or there's a logical economic solution to this. The real logical economic solution is if they would go back to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because ultimately you don't have to be an Israelite for the Lord to lift his curses. But as Esau, there is no way of repentance, as it says in the book of Hebrews, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing Esau can do to lift his judgment. You know what I'm saying? But I just gave that example because, you know, there was a case where the Hamites or the Samaritans, you know, they were put in that land via Babylon, and they were not keeping the laws in the land, was it bears? Not
Lions.
It was lions. I get the bears mixed up with Elijah. You know what I'm saying? Or Elisha. But the situation with the lions, and they sent in the Levite, and Levite taught them the laws. They kept the laws, and the lions went away. You know what I'm saying? In this case, the lions are not going to go away whether they keep the laws or not, because it's prophesied that America is going to go down. It's going to be a prophecy. It's not going to be a prophecy. It has been a prophecy of division. All right. All this, like I told a nigga at my job, man. You talking about African shit? They need to unite. I said Africans ain't gonna never unite. He get mad, say I'm being negative. No, I'm being realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? This whole globe is not gonna unite. You know why? Because this whole globe is not under the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why. Hey, Israel is not gonna unite. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a division amongst us.
Hey, even another prophecy was that he divided the nations. You know what I'm saying? The Lord divided the nations, so it's not meant for everybody to dwell together in unity.
Yep, and it says it's time to gather up stones, time to refrain from gathering. You know what I'm saying? Now our house divided is not. It's the same house, because this is the house of David. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the house of Saul, these are two different houses. Esau has one house, America. Everybody's under the American flag. But when I'm talking about Esau is all of them are under America. They all love the flag, but one is talking about economy and one is talking about military. You know what I'm saying? Right wing, left wing. You know, one wants pro-abortion, one is non-pro-abortion. You know, this house is divided against itself right now. All right, you go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as like Israel is,
This is your expertise, brother. You know?
As far as Israel is concerned, back in the day, in the time of Vespasian, when the Romans came in to come down on Israel, you had a house divided, because you had the zealots that wanted to go against the Roman Empire, and then you had the people who wanted to, basically didn't want to, shake it up. They were scared.
Mm-hmm.
So you had them, literally, you had the Romans surrounding Jerusalem, and they were going against each other inside the walls. They were burning each other's food down. They're not getting no shipments of food, but I'm beefed out with you, and our neighborhood is against your neighborhood, just like today, my hood against your hood, and they will come and they will burn their food down.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But you still got the common enemy that you ain't worried
that's outside the walls,
Yeah.
and that's how it is today, man.
That was just
It's a house divided against 2/3 of our people. It's a house divided against just regular society. It's a house divided in politics. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the American society, the way of America, is totally divided within this house. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to trickle into other countries. You know, because at the end of the day, if you're not under the covering of Yahweh Shem Shai, you're gonna be divided. You know, what you got the Shiites and the Sunnis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got Ukraine and Crimea. You got the USSR and you know whatever they call the split of Russia, basically. You know, you got all kind of divisions. You know what I'm saying? As far as this whole world, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to really America, because Babylon is the hegemon of the world's movement. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the world power right now. You know, which is America. America is Babylon. All right.
NATO and BRICS.
NATO and the Brexit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not, all this is not going on coincidentally. You know. You got that, brother?
Yeah, you wanted that one. This is Matthew 12:25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Yeah, desolation, destruction. The kingdom, what kingdom is it? It's America. All right, right wing, left wing, north, south, Democrat, Republic, humanitarian, pro-abortion, non-pro-abortion, and you know, even Esau being with Jake and Esau being against Jake. You know, the whole concept of Donald Trump to Obama is two different. You know what I'm saying? Two different vibrations, man. You know,
especially how the people react too. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's situations. The Lord is stirring up the spirits. Just with the Colin Kaepernick situation, He's stirring up spirits using different elements like that to create a division. You know what I'm saying? And this division is going to trickle from the top all the way through it's going to get to every crack and crevice of America until one people shall stand up against another, even within our own households, man. You know? But this is the difference. The elect is one body, man. Because that's what the Lord prophesied, the Lord teaches. He said we are all one body and we're all like-minded. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. You got brothers on one side of the earth, on another side of the earth that we have never met, and we're not only teaching the same thing, but we're moving and teaching in the same unison and on the same page. You know, like the health, and then you get into the stones. You know, brothers are getting into stones at the same time. Brothers are getting into health all at the same time, because we're moving at with the same spirit, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
You go ahead, bro.
Ephesians 4:3, endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
Yeah. We form Voltron, man. You know, that's all basically. You know, we form Voltron, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is moving the robot, and we are them body parts, man. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Esau don't even know what to do, man. They just one wanna build up and rebuild the streets of America. The other one won't go, hey, man, we need to go over here and take over some more land in order to do this. And it's a house divided against itself. Okay?
Hey, Ike, it's crazy you said that, because when it comes to the problems and stuff, they be handling business separate, and then when things get too real, they, you know what I'm saying, they able to come together and form a more powerful entity, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Esau, he's laid back right now, but he's planning and plotting, you know what I'm saying, to come in. And that's what all them scoffers is about, man. They hate that we have love for one another. But the scriptures tell you what? You know what I'm saying? Treat others as you want to be treated, and show love to, roughly paraphrase, show love to each other, basically. And by these, they shall know that ye are my disciples. You know what I'm saying? Because of the bond that the Spirit is allowing us to have, man. Because that's what niggas hate most is order. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, niggas hate order. Niggas hate one direction. They want to be an individual. You know, like we say, nobody wants to be a nobody. But that's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to stand out and be that unique motherfucker. Yeah. You know? just follow the straight and narrow path, man. You know?
You said that I was thinking of Lot's wife. She wanted to be the only one to see what happened. He said, just don't look back, keep going.
Yeah. You know, do what you're supposed to do. Follow the rules. You got something?
It's a little bit more to that.
Okay, yeah.
It says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Every city or house. We're the house of David. You know what I'm saying? We weed people out, man. You know? If you ain't with the program, you got to get out of here. You're a mold on the wall. We cut you out and you get gone, you get ghosts. You see brothers falling out left and right, man. You know? But you see the brothers growing and coming into the truth at a rapid rate, man. What's the word? Exponential rate. You know? Brothers is popping up all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is sifting the house of Israel, man. Not only is he sifting the house of Israel, but ultimately he's sifting Babylon, man. You know, at the end of the day, it's not even sifting. He's creating a division to create chaos and turmoil, man. Was it Luke? Was it 15 or 12 and 51?
12 and 50. Yeah, I'm right here.
Yep. So I'm gonna let this brother get his off, and we're gonna get to that.
It's Matthew 24:7.
Was that it to what you had?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah, so nation against nation, Jacob versus Esau, kingdom against kingdom,
Israelis against
Palestinians,
Mm-hmm.
the U.S. against fucking everybody.
I say everybody.
Shit.
That's all thing to say.
They ain't beefing with nobody.
Yeah. So, and then all this is going on, and you gotta understand historically, like the apostle always push out that you gotta get into your history. That's exactly how Rome fell. Its military was spread too thin. You got a problem over here. You got a problem over there. Then you done conquered all these lands. Now you over here in this faction, and you got a big ass army about to attack you over here. But your top general's way over there. He ain't gonna never make it on this over here on time. And then you got the soldiers over here getting mad because they ain't getting paid or fed enough. You got these soldiers over here want to go home. So it's the same thing in America, man. And then you got the government shutdown. How you think these soldiers gonna want to fight, man? When you got all this going on right now, you got this division, and then everybody's complaining. The people that's divided against the government is complaining about the government, and then you fighting for the government. And while you're in there fighting, you stop getting your paychecks. How you think that person's gonna feel? They're gonna be like, man, well, I kind of see where they're coming from. They don't give a fuck about us, man. They got people in the military that's going with the civil rights is saying that's what I'm fighting for. Then you got people in the military saying, don't disrespect my flag. Go ahead.
Just because you said that, I read something on social media the other day. This is from somebody that's in the military, and they said this is what it's like to be in the military. It's like you sit down to have a cup of soup, and your superiors, you have a fork, and you have a knife.
I think my cousin posted that, man. Yeah. You go ahead, bro. Salakia.
You have a fork and you have a knife, and they say eat the soup with the fork. And you look around like it'd be easier if we had a spoon, but he said no, you got to eat the soup with a fork. And you know everybody's trying to eat the soup with a fork, and it's a time limit, but it's not working. So now you know what I'm saying. You're looking at this. You're looking at a spoon. You can't grab the spoon, and now the only thing you can think of is how longer or how much longer your contract is basically to get out.
Yeah.
Because is you do what you told, and you really don't want to do what you told, and there may be a better way to do or to get the job done, but you got to just follow orders.
Yep. And you just there. You don't want to be there, but you just stuck there. You made a choice. You signed a contract. But it ain't like that with 2/3. It's like that with bug outs. It's like that when they get into the truth. You know, they think they got a better way. You know, but in the truth is one way. But in Esau society, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna bomb this country for peace. You're like, well, maybe we should just leave them alone. Maybe that'll work. You know what I'm saying? And you can't say that. You got to go over there. You got to fight a fight that you don't even want to fight. So it's going to create a division because you got people, really Edomites, that have a gun-ho mindset behind America, man. They believe whatever America do and say that they're absolutely right and justified in doing. You know? Go ahead, brother. With that,
No, that was any of my piece.
No, you got that loop.
Yeah, I got loop.
But they had should have a little bit more to it, but
That's no better than you need.
that's no biggie. Just look over it.
This is Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division.
Yeah. The Most High, he's actually whether he get that is he going to get peace on earth, but nay, rather division. You know what I'm saying? And this is not like a set way of life. This is a prophetic situation. And we're in that prophecy right now. All right? This is what we're going through right now. Motherfuckers act, especially Christians, they act like this time that we're living in, it ain't written in the Bible, man. They act like what we're going through right now is not written. And the only thing it is about anointings and blessings and you getting salvation. But America and the division and the chaos and the killings and the uproars, it's not written in the Bible. You know, it's just like, you know, the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night and he's just gonna pop up. But all the things that we're going through right now, from the government shutdowns, from the jobs leaving, from the civil unrest amongst the people, the financial burdens, the famines, all that, man. They act like the forest fires, the storms, the tempests. They act like you know, they'll say that's the Lord talking, but they don't realize, like, we're, you know, there's few, but they don't realize that we're at the end of this thing, man. Like, the Lord's knocking on the door. You know, because the reason why I say they don't realize it, because what the scripture St. Peter's, knowing this first, knowing that the elements shall melt with fervent heat, basically, what manner of persons are ye to be? Like, these people are really just still chilling. Like, you know, how can you talk about the RFID chip and still talk about like a 401k plan? Like, you know,
Those
like,
conversations are divided against themselves.
you divided against yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're divided against your own. You know, because we're a house too, our bodies.
Yeah.
You know, you're literally divided against yourself, man. You know, that's why I said the heart deceitful above all things. You gotta go off the spirit of the Most High, man. You know. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, okay.
You had something?
Yeah, I had something else just based off what you were saying.
Yeah, get that real quick.
This is, Isaiah 46 and verse 8. It says, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old. For I am Yahweh and there is none else. I am Yahweh and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure."
Yep. You go ahead and expound on it, brother.
So the reason why I brought that out is because what the brother was saying, how these Christians, they act like nothing, all the things that's going on in this world is not in the scriptures. But the Lord said, He said this from the beginning of time, and His counsel, His will is going to stand, man. You know,
Yeah, like
he said His word not going to come back to Him void.
I know I wrote Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and all that, but don't worry about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is those the longest books outside of Psalms written, and then Yahushua comes and be like, yeah, there's some fire books, but don't worry about the prophecies. I know I spent a lot of time on them, you know, but nah, don't worry about it. We're gonna start it all over from scratch. You're cool with me. No, it don't work like that. All these prophecies are gonna come to pass. It shall be. He said it was wars with yelling and swords and noises, but it's gonna be with burning and fuel and flame of fire. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord, they believe that the Lord just did away with that one. You know what I'm saying? Or you, Jacob, Israel, you only have I known amongst the nations. My covenant is with you. They believe, oh yeah, the Lord, He just dismissed that one. We in the New Testament now. No, New Testament coincides with that. You know, and even in the sect of religion, niggas are divided, man. You know.
In the scriptures, they were divided. The Sadducees and the Pharisees.
Yep, with reincarnation, man.
Yep.
You know, but once again, the house of David is not divided. That's basically the house of the elect. They're not divided. We are not divided. Lord willing, we remain amongst them. We're not divided in doctrine, man. In the moment the divide happens, you get separated. It's as simple as that, man.
Hey, cause I remember, I believe you said it a while back. You said when they was writing the letters to Rome and this place and that place, they wasn't reading it in front of everybody. It was going to the churches, which was, you know, pretty much the house of David. And after that, the ones who was wicked would end up getting weeded out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, it putting on blast. I hope you doing what you know what I'm saying, Paul? Like, I hope you obey me in my presence as much as in my absence, man. I mean, obey me in my absence as much as you do in my presence. You know? It's like, shit, we all one body. Like, if I'm gone, those you doing the same thing. You know?
Yeah, because they were getting persecuted at them times. You couldn't just go out and, you know, read Paul's letter to, you know, everybody in the community and everything. That was dangerous.
Yeah.
So it had to be within a closed group.
I mean, they still did it. They had their churches, you know what I'm saying, which is basically a gathering of where they were, and they was reading it, but they wasn't, you know, like on the top of a roof with a megaphone, you know what I'm saying, type of thing. But they were, you know, in their camps, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. So what was going on is basically, you know, to on that aspect, to extrapolate from that, is basically those Gentiles will live in a certain way. So when Paul come, it's just like when an apostle come to your camp, you know what I'm saying? You're extra holy. And then when he leave, niggas go back to doing nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. Like, I hope you are just as righteous in my presence, I mean, in my absence as you are in my presence. You know, brothers be all, you know, showing up to camp early, leaving late and shit, you know, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, when basically don't be doing it for eye service, you know. But it's all like, you know, I want to do a Babylon, a house divided against itself. Everything's divided here, man. Everything is divided, and it's beautiful because it's like chaos, you know. It's like chaos. It's like, you know what I'm saying, people running. I just imagine people running over here screaming like it's like the scripture saying now, Isaiah 13 chapters, like a chase road, man. You know, motherfucker, the deer, when the deer run, boy, you know, he's zigzagging. You don't know where the fuck to go. He's just trying to get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how people gonna be going. They're gonna be scrambling over here, scrambling over there, cause they ain't gonna know where to go. Ain't gonna be no direct way to get out of here. The only really direct way, when I say there's no direct way, the direct way is Yahweh Shem Shai. But if you're in the world, there's no direct way. I'm gonna give me a gun. I should get one in the bunker. I should stay my money up. I need to go collect some gold. And you don't know what to do, man. Bitcoin. You know, should I get the chip? Or, you know, you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Can't go this bottle water.
What did you say?
Can't get bottle water.
Can't get bottle water. She ain't gonna fuck it. Yeah, like shit.
Like, you think about all them fucking vegans and vegetarians in that day, boy. When all that them fresh veggies is gone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Looking at that canned chunky beef stew and shit.
Niggas gonna be eating pork and
Yeah.
beans and shit,
Yeah.
boy.
Cause they don't got that straight narrow path, man. They're not even prepared to walk that path.
Yep.
You know, you're not even trained to mentally or physically be able to walk that path. Motherfuckers haven't even fast, you know, let alone just your faith haven't been tried because you make excuses for how your life is going as a blessing from the Most High. You know, when it's time for you to go and hit the club up, yeah, the Lord, you know, Lord going to hope the Lord anoint me tonight and bless all the souls that's in this club to not have violence. Like, no, you're not supposed to be over there. Like, you're not even prepared to go without. You know what I'm saying? Not only go out with food, but upon your own lust. You know, motherfuckers have unbridled lust. You know, lasciviousness. You know. You go ahead, brother. You got some more to that? What you got?
No, it's done.
Okay, yeah.
Luke chapter 12.
And we kind of bouncing around, but this is like how I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Really get in all the division aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead, brother.
Luke 12 and 52. For from henceforth there should be 5 in one house, divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother.
Yeah, only thing we're gonna be united with is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing that's not gonna be chaotic, man. That's the only thing. You know, you can go to work, the owners and at odds with his employees. You know, like motherfuckers just trying to slave you to death, and they don't want to pay you because they got their insurance, whatever the Obamacare shit, and you know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody's in unison. The mother against daughter, daughter against mother. You know what I'm saying? Shit, everything that's not of Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be a division. It's going to be at odds. There's no way you're going to get together and have a link mind, even though you can logically make it happen. But spiritually, you know, like the nigga said at my job, man, if everybody just get their mind right, and we all come together, we ain't gonna come together. Cause first off, I don't believe I'm African. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucking it all up.
Automatically.
You know? And then if you go to Africa, half the motherfuckers are Christian, half the motherfuckers are Muslim. You come over here, half these motherfuckers wanna go to war, half these motherfuckers niggas like him wanna do politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, other people wanna wait on the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's a division, man. And that's what it's all about. One people shall go to their it says the people shall go to their own, man. Okay? You go ahead, brother.
The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And he said also to the people, when you see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower, and it is so.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be a heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that you do not discern this time?
That's fucking Jake, man. That's the world. Like, we're talking reality. You know, when like a motherfucker said, I'm being negative, right? You're being negative. What are you talking about? I'm talking reality. You know, there's no way that a person can unite when you're mentally not connected, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be married to someone, you know what I'm saying, if you're not mentally with them? You're not together mentally. There's no way. If I think spending money or investing my money is like this, and you, as a woman, you think investing money is like that, how can we spend money? How can we build? There's no way. A house divided against itself shall not stand. One person believes in saving, one person believes in spending. You know? going, I need to invest my money over there. And the other person's like, I need to hold it. That money's gonna get pulled somewhere, or it's gonna be half saved and half invested. But you got to go all in on either or. You know, that whole concept. If you're not spiritual, it's gonna trickle down into you, man. That's why the Lord said your eye gotta be single. You know, you gotta be focused on getting the fuck out of here. Any temperament or trying to make the truth dross, you know, basically saying I can get out of here and get my education. You know, like it's bringing in carnality, man. Hey, you know, I can get out of here and have a wife. It's opening up doors for carnality, man. Because what it says, those that have wives have to care for the things of this world. So the more that you tamper with into the world, it's the more carnal you're going to become. You really have no choice because it's worldly. What else do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need to fast, the more water you drink, you know, the more you don't fast, basically. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to feel the pain of the hunger pains, the more you eat, the less hunger pains you're going to feel. So the more that you dip into something that you're not supposed to be doing, because we're supposed to be denying ourselves in the world, the more you dip into it, the more it's going to be harder to deny. You know? So that's why you're supposed to, like I was talking to somebody today, that was like, yeah, man, Valentine's coming around, Mardi Gras and the birthday's coming around, all at the same time. God damn, what I'm going to do? I said, I'm glad I don't do that shit. He said, damn, what do you do? I said, Hanukkah. You know, my regular old cliche speech. You know what I'm saying? But my eye is single toward getting out of here. My eye is single toward Yahweh Shem Yahushai. To the point, and this person's a so-called Christian, down home, killing it. I pray every morning, and you feel like you don't know what to do because there's nothing to do outside of doing worldly shit. But at the same time, you want the Lord to bless you. You divided against yourself, man. You know, that's why the Lord says, many shall say, Lord, Lord, and I say, I never knew you. Those are niggas that fall in that category, you know?
And yeah, I was actually talking to a guy last night, you know, this through the spirit that this, you know, that the brother wanted to have this conversation. Because the dude, he a Benjamin, he's from Trinidad. Mm-hmm. He was like, you know, I didn't see it. You know, I didn't have to cook outside on a little brick stove. You know, I can change my transmission and this, that, the third. Anything I need to do with my car, I can do. He's stupid smart, you know what I mean? Because he's an engineer on big equipment, you know, and he you know, had a little knowledge as far as like the Illuminati and things like that go. He can see all of that. He has all these skills. He done been from the bottom, and now he's at a point in America that, you know, he's doing decent. Mm-hmm. But he can't see that America's gonna be destroyed. He can't see that all these things that's going on right now is gonna lead to war. It's gonna lead to famine. It's gonna lead to martial law and that. You know. Yeah.
Because he's leaning too much toward the world. Once, like was I was saying earlier, that the more that you dig, the more that you touch on to the world, like the brother had the picture with the wool, which wool be feeding. You know what I'm saying? One's gonna starve because it's only enough to feed one of them. You know what I'm saying? What are you investing where are you laying your treasures at, man? You can't, I'm gonna put half of it over here and half of it over there. No, because one of them gonna starve to death, or both of them gonna starve to death. You know? In this society, both sides are starving. Nobody's willing to play the bad guy. Everybody want to be passive aggressive. This whole society want to be passive aggressive, especially the low lives. You know, people that are on our level, they want to be passive aggressive. They don't want. They like Trump, but they don't like Trump. You gotta like Trump. You gotta go all in. You gotta embrace Trump. You know what I'm saying? You have to. I can't say I like his policies, but I don't like the way he act. Like, you gotta just get with the program. This is your guy. You gotta roll with him, stick with him. But Esau can't do that, man, because his house is divided, and it's meant to be that way. That's why Trump is who he is. That's why he's that cult of personality right now. It's all spiritual. You know. You had something you was holding?
I mean,
Yeah.
no, I mean this is that Daniel from like the first jump. I didn't know if you wanted it or not, so I just.
Oh snap! Nah, yeah.
Okay, you good?
Yeah. I seen you holding it a while ago. I should have been and got it out, man.
Yeah, I got something. This is 1 John chapter 2.
I'm sorry, I thought he was getting something just now. That's why I was sitting there waiting. I thought you had something on deck. My bad. You go ahead, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 19. It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. That's a separation. The separation from, you got men in the truth. They're going to get separated from the fold because they're not in the right spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like this dude that claims he was with GMS. I never seen the dude, man. You know, this Israelite 7-7, so I never seen him. But you know, he's separated now. He's a damn demon. You know.
Yeah. I think D-Mash did a video on it. I think he was a part of it. You know, but at the end of the day, as far as Israel, it's a sifting, it's separation. And then once you go all the way to America, it's all about division. It's going to be, you know, I keep going back to it. The spirit just keep bringing me back to when Israel was beefing with Israel and Moses split them niggas up. Not niggas, we split them up. The other one of them was niggas. And he had to go to war with him, man. Because they was talking all that shit, man. At the end of the day, ain't no like sitting on there like, well, how we gonna figure this out? I need to see your side of the story. Well, both y'all make sense. No, it's, you know.
Is that the calf situation when he said whoever wants to serve the Lord come on this side or go on that side and kill them?
Yeah, like we about to bang. Like we about to resolve this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he didn't care. Whose idea was this? Look here.
So why did you make the calf? How was you feeling?
Yeah.
I can see your side. Now why did y'all want to hurt them because they made the calf? Oh, because it'll be. Oh, I can see. You know what I'm saying? Now you just trying to figure it. No, man, like you wrong. You know what I'm saying? This society can't sit there and say, hey, that's why I say you gotta embrace Trump. Either Trump wrong or he's right. You can't be like, well, I like Trump, but I don't like Trump. You know, like you gotta embrace him or totally deny him. And then when y'all do that, you gotta come up with like, this is how we gonna rock as a nation. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that. It's meant to be like that. It's meant for Trumps and Obamas to come right consecutively after each other. Then have a woman, then have transgenders, and then have, you know what I'm saying? It's meant for all this shit to be like this so people can be like, I'm tired of this motherfucker. I'm about to get up and do something, man. And the other person's like, oh, you want to do something? I've been ready to, and they're going to fight each other, man. America's gonna fight itself. It's going to be a cancer. The world's going to fight it. Because the world is at odds with itself also, man. All these other nations. All right? You got something?
Yeah, I mean, I can keep going on that Luke if you want.
Yeah, I want that. To finish that up. Finish that Luke up.
Okay. This is verse 57. Yea, and why even yourselves judge ye not what is right?
Yeah, that's what the whole point is. That's how you solve the solution, is just to judge what is right. You know, pro-abortion, my body. Yeah, well, it is her body. No, bitch, you can't get abortions. I don't care how you feel. You got raped and you got a baby. That's your faith. I mean, that's your faith. You know, the Lord. That's your judgment. The Lord had it to be like that, and that's why it's a rape doctrine or law to how to handle rape. At the end of the day, well, the woman got raped and she had a baby. Well, you know what I'm saying? The dude got to pay a dowry, or you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third is gonna happen. But you can't have abortion. Make a reason. Or what if you was born a woman on the inside and you got a man? No, the Lord gave you man parts. You meant to be a man. That's it.
That what if we get you killed, boy?
You know? Yeah, that's that. You know, if you look at it like this, ain't no looking at it like that. Stop looking at it like that. Just make it straight.
Stop
man.
looking at it like that.
Yeah. Hypothetically, you know, America is bringing peace on earth because by them killing everybody before they get to us, it makes peace for us. But at the same time, the country's building more missiles, they're getting stronger every day. Well, if you look at it like, no, man, stop fucking with them people, man. You know, you gotta be definitive. But this society will never be definitive. It's as the serpents crawling into the dust, man, in a place of confusion, man.
Like to every action, there's a reaction. Like if you wasn't
An
constantly
equal opposite reaction.
opposite reaction.
Yeah.
If you wasn't constantly fucking with people, other nations probably wouldn't feel the need to enrich uranium to increase their military because they feel threatened, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
if you chill the fuck out, then they wouldn't have no reason to, you know what I'm saying, to threaten you.
Yeah, you walking up an alley and you pop out the alley with a shotgun, tell me run that shit. I gotta walk through this alley every day. You think I'm not gonna prepare myself?
Yeah, kind of.
And then when I prepare myself, I pull out a gun. You be like, oh, so this is what we doing now? Yeah, like.
You fighting back
And
there.
then you like, then you get on the news and say I'm the bad guy because I pulled a gun out on you first and all that. It's like,
Because I shot you
Yeah.
for robbing me day upon day.
well, if you look at it, you're really the aggressor because you pulled the gun out first, but you pulled the gun out about 8 times before me, man. I'm defending myself. And, you know, like, no, man, that shit's wrong. Don't do that shit.
Right, you know, you had what's called the Cold War. America
Yeah.
and Russia for 30, 40, 50 years built up stockpiles and stockpiles and stockpiles of nuclear weapons. And then once they got thousands of nukes, they tell you you can't make none.
Yeah.
What kind of sense does that make? I done got every weapon known to man that I could ever ask for, and as soon as you feel threatened, so you want to try to enrich uranium so that you can defend yourself, now we got to put sanctions on you.
Yeah, y'all tripping. Y'all uncivilized. Y'all tripping. We can't trust y'all. Like, we can't trust you either.
You ain't using that for electricity purposes. You
Yeah,
want weapons, like
Because you don't want nobody with clean energy.
yeah.
In your home country, you got everybody using fucking crude oil and shit
Oh man.
for resources, economic value, you know.
Which goes back to the petrodollar.
Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers, it's a house divided against itself. Motherfuckers won't be rich, but some people won't get rid of the central bank. You know, I never heard of motherfucker. Africans like want to get banks. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like, you don't even know about the Federal Reserve. That's the whole one of the main reasons why we in this captivity. It's the dollar. Then this I'm just digressing because the motherfucker act like he was fucking Nostradamus. You know, he's like, yeah, we need to get a bank. If we get our own money. I said fuck a bank. You need to get resources. That's money. If I own all the resources on planet Earth, nigga, I can make dry paint money if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got the shit that you need to survive. If I own all the food on planet Earth and you come to Israel's IV, you better come with what I asked for in order to get what you know, if I own all the food on planet Earth and you come up in that motherfucker with a Federal Reserve note, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's money, not up in here. Nigga, go give me 8 seashells, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then you can get this milk.
And you can't take Family Fun Center coins to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it don't work. Even though you
coins.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like cause, you know what I'm saying? It's a resource. You trying to whatever you trying to get from Family Fun Center, gotta be Family Fun Center related. You know? You
They
can't.
let me use this at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, you can't stick a debit card into the dollar slot. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker don't take it. That's just how it is, man. That's how you know, that's just digressing on based off how motherfuckers just don't understand about what the true value of money is, man. The true value of anything. That's why America, we gotta get the fuck out of America, man. Jake don't want to get out of here, man. It's a burning house, man. This is a house divided against itself. This is a house going down, and motherfuckers talking about building banks and uniting with you transgenders and living in peace and harmony, singing a Stevie Wonder song, "We Are the World" and shit. You know, that shit ain't gonna cut the mustard, man.
What don't make sense again is the fact that you a regular ass dude. You don't think people smarter than you thought about shit like that?
Yeah, you
Why haven't they executed? Like,
yeah, you Reggie Miller. You Reggie Miller, man, the third. Shit. Yeah, niggas been doing this. You come out with this. What about we all coming? We've been integrating. We've been trying to come together. Shit ain't working. You know, you need to separate, fight, do like they did. Look at America. Look how America is built. The strongest countries on planet Earth. They got this shit by force, man. You know, they say, fuck you, Britain. You know, oh, you got a problem, let's fight. Then you come, they program your ass, you all should march. I think y'all really should march. It's like, no, man, them people is not going to turn around and say, that was a good ass march, bro. Here.
Can't wait till the next one.
Here's Kansas. Yeah, that was a fire ass march. I am scared. Like, no, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's one aspect. You got one people that want march, one people that are radical. You got one people that want to divide and kill off other races. As far as Edomites, you got one people that want to live together, mainly the women. You know, they want that, like as Malcolm said, they want that BBC. You know, everybody say they want that BBC back. You know what I'm saying? So this place is divided financially, civil wise. You know, with Ferguson. This place is divided economically. You want to drill for oil. You want to not drill for oil. You know what I'm saying? You got Bernie Sanders. He wants free college. You got people that want to increase taxes. You know what I'm saying? This place is a house divided. Totally. You know?
I had a preset.
Go ahead, brother.
Based off what you was just saying. It's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon is sudden fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
That's sarcasm. That's sarcasm. Cry for her. We need to fix this, please. That shit ain't gonna do shit, man. You know?
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches into the heavens, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, get shelter, man. Get shelter. You gotta your shelter is amongst your own people, man. It's divided. Go back to your own place, man. You know? Everybody trying to find a peaceful solution without hurting anybody's feelings. Somebody gotta get smacked the fuck up, and nobody can't say nothing. You know, it's like you know, when your woman get caught, woman get caught cheating and dude smack the fuck out of her, and you never seen it before. It's like, yo, don't do that. It's like, dude, she just got through topping old boy off in the back room. I advise you not to get involved. This is what has to happen. No matter how hard. No, please. That's not going to stop this ass whooping she's going to get. This is what has to happen. No matter how hard it is for you to watch. America has to go down no matter how hard it is for the world to watch, man. Cause it's been committing fornications and wickedness amongst the whole world, man. Everybody's been watching. Everybody knows what's going on. But here come Jake. No, please, we gotta get a peaceful solution for this.
Oh, no.
Well, Planet Apes. No. Yeah, man. There's no peaceful solution. Just death and destruction, man.
Yep.
You know, this place is going to separate. It's going to tear down. It's going to tear itself down. It's creating its own cancer, and people are just going to kill the cancer, man. It's like it gotta go. You know. There's no peaceful solution to America bouncing back. How for her? Nothing's going to happen. You go ahead, brother.
So this is Luke 12. I'm going to start back at 57.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Yea, and why even yourselves judge ye not what is right? When thou goest
why you not judge not what is right? You go ahead.
When thou goest with thine adversary to the magistrate, as thou art in the way, give diligence that thou mayest be delivered from him. Lest he held thee to the judge, and the judge delivered thee to the officer, and the officer cast thee in the prison.
Yeah, before you get caught up in the mix, man. Stop. You don't know. That's what happens to niggas. They be try to be a sinner and shit, and then, you know, they end up blackballing you or putting the shit on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am at work, man. I don't want to be no fucking no head nothing. I just want to get my money and get the fuck, because you can become a head anything. If they fuck up, they gonna put it on you. Cause you want to kiss ass, be Uncle Tom. We gotta really get with the business, man. We want to bring it up. We gotta get man. Just get your money and get the fuck up out of here. You know, we in America. You know, man. If we all come together as people, and maybe we can work this out. Nah, man. Just go and survive and go home and pray and stick to the dire straits on achieving salvation.
That's what I tell motherfuckers.
You know?
I'm just here to get my check.
Yeah.
I don't need to get no promotion.
That's it in life. We're here to get our check. We're here to eat. We're here to get clothes on our backs. You know, but as far as investing, you invest in Yahweh Shimi Shai. I'm just living to get my check, my lively check. That's it. You know, when you're dealing with your woman, you here to get the check. What's that? You get your rocks off, man. Getting all invested, trying to be super nigga and shit.
Super husband.
Yeah. Someone coming home with roses every week and shit, and thinking about it, writing love poems and shit. You be writing lessons. You writing love poems and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
A Hallmark car.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, getting romantic with your woman, but you know what I'm talking about, like really getting into that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just here to get your check. You know what I'm saying? Get your check. When it comes to the world, you're supposed to just be there to get your check, man. You know? Trying to travel all across all four corners of the earth to eat every food and delicacy. You know? Like, that ain't what it is, man. You know? Now, if you just so happen to be in Italy and you say, oh, I can eat that, then yeah, but, you know, you get my drift. Go ahead.
I tell thee, thou shalt not depart thence till thou hast paid the very last mite.
Yeah. It's a toll. It's consequences and repercussions for every action, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, for every action is an equal opposite reaction. You know? You're going to have to pay that toll. You know? That's it on that. You got something?
Yeah, something real quick. It's kind of like, it ain't lengthy, but I can like read it.
No, get in.
Second Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yeah, at the end of the day, the Most High is going to destroy Babylon. You know, Asia, and you know, ain't nothing but Britain and, you know what I'm saying? That's that area. You know, Asia Major, Asia Minor type of thing. But that's that peninsula. What is that? It's like a peninsula. Is that what the term is? Or a continent?
Yeah.
You know.
The Eurasian continent.
Yeah. You know, like a nigga say, what's the nigga be saying, Jake? Damn, they call themselves Asian, like black Asiatic black man and shit.
Asiatic black man.
Stupid ass. That's the dumbest shit. You black, though. You're not like you're black. You're an Israelite. What the fuck are you talking about? Asiatic black man. Like motherfucker. I hate when motherfucker tell me Israel is Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stupid. Like, look, it's connected. Like just like South America and America. South America is America. Like, but it's clearly different. You know what I'm saying? It's like clearly different.
But even in that, it's South America, North America, and Central America. You know, you ain't got northern.
It's all America though. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what's your point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your point? You saying South America is America? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your point to saying that? What does that do? Now what?
They do a lot of shit.
It's still Rio de Janeiro is totally different. You know, like totally different currency and everything. Like, what are you talking about? I hate that Pan-African shit, man.
Yeah, you could walk from Shanghai to Paris but you'll see a whole bunch of different shit in the midst.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different, man. Just because it's on the same, yeah, Africa, man. It's still part of Africa. So fucking what? Why y'all over here? Why you got your ass kicked? You know what I'm saying? There's no, like, your God didn't say that you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Our power said we gotta wait. We got our ass kicked in the Lord, so you gotta wait to bounce back. You gotta wait on me. Imhotep, it's like, go ahead, kick ass whatever you want. You know, we got the Egyptian Book of the Dead on the ass and the Nile River. You know,
Come
The
back.
sun's shining every day.
yeah. I don't know why you getting on these niggas, man. Fuck them niggas, man. I got to though, cause they're hella annoying, man. You know, me and the brothers talking about on the polo earlier, man. But it's like that and America being destroyed. This has been on my spirit while I was at work, man. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of work, but just like, you know, it's like, yeah, you got time to meditate, and then when you watching YouTube and you seeing shit, it's like, God damn, this place gotta go, man. It gotta go. The mindset of these people is destructive, man. You mean to tell me you trying to build up your nation by blending in with the nation that's destroying you, man? You know? Like, they feed you GMOs, we need to get our own GMO shop. That's what we need to do. You know?
No, GMOs are bad.
Like, they're bad. Like, but we can control the levels of GMOs. Why don't you just leave?
Just
You
go
know? Like,
natural.
don't you just, go natural. Why don't you? Yeah. You know what? Because niggas don't want to start all the way over. They don't want to put the bowls in their mouth. They don't want to chase down a horse or a deer and make skin and make a jacket out of it. They don't want to do that.
Cut their forehead up and shit.
Yeah, they don't want to figure out how to
Put a dress on.
become America. How America did it, they don't want to, you know? Like, they're like, well, niggas just basically want to sit and eat grapes and talk about the glory days of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? In America, like, you know?
That's part of that shit. Like the African culture shit. The men dress up like women to get women. Like, shit's weird, man. Fuck all that, man.
Yeah, this society and the whole Pan-African shit is all gonna be destroyed, man. It's like so much I could go into and talk about it, but at the end of the day, it's division, and it's not logic. It don't make any sense. At the end of the day, homosexuality got to be put to death. Nation, there's a difference between nations, and Israel is at the top. There is no unity. You're either serving Israel or you're a part of Israel. Esau is the devil. He's gonna be destroyed. The law, statutes, commandments is the only way to proper peace on earth. That's why it was written. You know what I'm saying? To make sure we, operate properly, man. You know what I'm saying? Where there's no sin, there's no law. You know? Like, you wouldn't need a law if everybody fucking were peaceable and not narcissistic, man. And selfish and all that shit. But we're dealing with people that want to just be all about them, man. Not for the greater good of society, man. So therefore the laws had to be written. You know, Abel want to sacrifice fruit. That was some narcissistic shit. He trying to keep some, like, you got food for days. I'm pretty sure it's not that the world is not heavily populated like that, to the point that you didn't have to give the Most High fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do that. It was just narcissistic. It was like, I want this for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how people are. You know, I want salvation, but I want to keep my life. Like, I want to use that how I want to use it. Like, you get a bunch of them, man. You know? Your soul lives forever. Nah, I want to use this one, though. You know? That's how they are, too. You can see it, though. You know what I'm saying? Lord, it's so beautiful. Why are you still eating pork, though? You know, the Lord prayed, he's trying to make a good excuse. The Lord know I got to eat. No, it's like, man, I feel you. I want that salvation, but I still want to eat this pork. The Lord got to feel me on that one. Basically, that's how I was thinking.
Exactly what it is. Lord, he gotta feel me on this one. He know what I mean.
Yeah. You know, I know I'm fucking myself up, but I love you, Lord. Like, no, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta separate yourself. The spirit war against the flesh.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You gotta be out of body, out of spirit with the way you carry on. You know? You go ahead, brother.
It says a fire, 2nd Ezra 16:4. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Yeah, nobody. Not Aristotle. Not them fucking Facebook quotes and shit. Ain't gonna quench the fire, man. Go ahead, brother.
Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Those plagues are the thermonuclear missiles, man. Go ahead, brother.
May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire?
Your logic is not, you know, like if you think like this, no, man. Like, look, man, Esau been fucking us up since day one. Well, if you look at it like this, if we do this, it'll work. No, man, this dude gonna fuck you up again. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fuck you up again. He's gonna fuck you up again. You know why? Because the Most High has set it in stone that Esau, the Most High hated Esau and he loved Jacob, man. You know, Esau is a sword. He has blessings with a sword. It ain't changed. No matter how you look at it and come up with a good scheme, you can't control fire, man. If you throw water on it, yeah, but sometimes the fire just get too hot and you can't control that motherfucker. You know, ask California. They can't control that shit. It's common sense to take that water from that ocean. Well, if you look at it like this, they just get a big ass pump that pull the water out the ocean and pour on top of there. It's yeah, but you can't do it, bro. It's not gonna work. You know? And that's the way society. This place is a burning building. Motherfuckers trying to come up with this whole scheme. Like, no, it's too late. This motherfucker going down. Just let it go.
Get the fuck out while you can.
Yeah, let it go. It's over, man. Like, the motherfucker, it's over. Grab me by your shirt. It's over. Let's go. He's dead. You know? He's fucking dead. That's what a God movie is. You know, motherfucker get shot and shit, try to still save him and shit. He's fucking dead, man. Come on, man.
Leave that nigga.
Hey, he that nigga in the
That
street.
was.
Alright.
No, man. It ain't right, man. It ain't right.
Yeah,
That's
It's an Afrocentric ass nigga. It ain't right, man. It ain't right.
man. No, look.
Hey,
You gotta go. You gotta go.
This nigga, he's shot. He's still alive. We need to get him to the hospital for help. Leave that nigga. He's dead. Leave that nigga.
Yeah, niggas can't do that. America's dead, man. You know, we're the ones that's recuperating from being shot. You know what I'm saying? Or so to speak, or the world, really. You know? And we got to, like, leave these niggas, man. America, Esau's done. And your mama, nappy-headed mama, your fucking bum-ass daddy, you know what I'm saying? You can leave them niggas, man. They done. They dead. Y'all niggas are leaning on. All right, man, fuck y'all, man. I'm a humanitarian. I really love it. You know, that's illogical to the solution of survival. You know? Go ahead, brother.
I had a preset real quick.
All right.
Bubba shot. Let me see. This is Psalms 115 and 17. It says, "The dead praise not the Lord, neither any that go down into silence. But we will bless the Lord from this time forth, and evermore praise the Lord."
Go ahead.
So basically, you know, leave them. You know what I'm saying? The dead's not doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Which the dead is the 2/3 right now.
Hey, what you always try to say? Let the dead bury the dead. Just like, leave them. Let the dead bury the dead. Like, we ain't got no time for that. That's fucked up. But what's the goal? You know, like, what do you know what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying? Let the dead bury the dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you here to do? What you came here for? I thought you came here to fucking, you know, not fucking, I thought you came here to bring salvation to Yasha. I thought you came to wake up the elect. You talking about fucking Tyrone? Tyrone about to hit the club tonight. You know, one of the pallbearers. He about to hit the club and fornicate tonight. And you talking about you got to make it to the funeral with him? Make sure him and everybody else cool? No, man. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about y'all, man. All that humanitarian shit. You know, it says give them the alms to. Watch who you give alms to, man. You know, watch who you give yourself to. Don't be an underling to nobody. You know? But that's, you know, this is a spiritual expression with that, you know. You go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty it. That's it. But there's got more to it.
It kind of say the same thing back and forth. I just want to get the last part at least.
Yeah,
It says, verse 2nd Ezra 16:11 says, "The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence."
Yeah. You gotta get that one. You know, like the Most High. Basically, the Most High judgment is set in stone. So the baby's about to be delivered. It ain't no. Wait. No, it ain't none of that, man. You just gotta go with the flow. It's either look. The prophecies are set in stone. It's going to go in this direction. It's either on this side or this side. This side is going to get bombed. The left side is going to get tortured, fucked up. And you can't sit here and try to pull somebody out the fire, man. The scriptures say pull somebody out the fire, but if they don't want to come, you got to just let them go.
Let them burn.
You know? Let the filthy be filthy. Tells you let them go, man. What the fuck you can you? Who are you?
And it's crazy that people have a problem by the way we think, but we think biblically. Like the thing
We think logically, man. We think survival. We not survival. We think not survival, but it's offensive survival. You know, it's actual peace. It's actual. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want to get rid of the bad apple, man. Just keep it at the top. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Just throw that bitch away. That's fucked up. Somebody can eat that apple.
You eat that.
You eat it. No, I ain't gonna.
Right to the worm.
Well, who's gonna eat it then? Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna keep this motherfucker?
It's fucked up. You want
You know?
somebody to eat it, but you won't eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
That's what they do. Let them. He won't be a faggot. Let him be a faggot. What if you try to fuck your son? No, nigga ain't fuck with my son. Like, let him have your kid. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him out the way. Like, that's one down. We ain't gotta worry about this nigga. You know, go around fucking with none of our kids. Give them to your people. You know what I'm saying? You want transgender bathrooms? Let it come out your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I can't do that like that. Well, why are you defending it then? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be down for shit until the time for them to sacrifice and support it.
I was just thinking that people want to ignore a problem, thinking that it's not going to affect them or it's just going to go away. Like, no, you gotta, you basically just saying, oh, well, if I leave it alone, I ain't gotta worry about it type deal. Like, no, this is shit that's gonna, like, your kids gotta deal with it. Now they teaching this shit in the schools because you thought in your mind, yeah, they gay, let them be gay. You know what I'm saying? Then your kid come home, like a motherfucker told me, they would rather, and then I wanted to punch this bitch in her face too. She would rather her son bring a man home than a white girl. I said, you fucking.
That's an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron. That's a woman though, cause a woman just they're illogical. Like
she just blind to the fact that she hate white girls.
She thought she was on to something. She probably told like 4 people that blast deep. Like, no, that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, why do you not fuck with Edomites? You know what I'm saying? Because they're demonic. You know what the fuck you think a faggot is, man? You know?
What if you brought home a white boy?
That's
yeah, white boy. Yeah, we bring white boy.
Traded a fucking revolver for a shotgun. That's all you did.
Shoot that little shit.
You know, like, it's a headshot, man. Look, if you put a fucking gun in your head, the motherfucker gonna blow your brains out regardless. You know, I'm gonna just take the shotgun. Give me the shotgun. You know? Fuck, take a bow and arrow to the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're dead regardless. Like, that's the dumbest shit. But that's the society, man. They're illogical. They have no logic. They're void of judgment.
Just because she have a problem with one thing, she just base everything around that. She don't care what else happens because she just hate white girls because shit. I guess some shit happened with her grandma.
Fuck her grandma.
So fuck her grandma. But now you would rather your son be a faggot because your grandma had a problem and that's how you was raised. Come on.
Yeah. So fucking what?
Like you said.
But you ain't gonna stop getting them government benefits because that's the same thing that you know what I'm saying. That's the same motherfucker that beat and raped and robbed our people. It's a narcissistic mindset. That's all it is. You know, it's just a woman that don't like other women. Like the brother said, when we bring a white man home. Like you gay, and you gotta like that. Like, it's gay as it gets, like
That's the problem with the world. They don't have a problem with the shit that's going on until it gets personal.
Yeah.
Like mom and shit. That shit is
Yeah.
going on overseas. And that shit come over here. Oh no, what we gonna do? This shit has been on its way. It's on its way.
Niggas still buying J's while war is on the brink. Niggas still going to the
Niggas
club.
is riding, bro.
shoot
Niggas is chopping. I just seen a video of niggas got a stack of bodies like they chopping these niggas up. Like you can see it, they shit look like a bit like an oxtail. These niggas like a bunch of oxtails on a plate, like halfway chewed through, like, and niggas out here buying J's. Why you got human bodies, like 5 human bodies stacked up, and niggas hacking it with a machete, got them looking like half-eaten oxtails. Niggas out here trying to get the bloody Sunday Jordans, whatever that shit is, man.
And buying them new sex dolls and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm invested in that.
Hey, that's women. Hey, women out here, you know, talking about niggas ain't shit. Meanwhile, niggas is making the coolest sex doll you ever seen. Like, thick than a snake. Yeah, you know, which is off regardless, but meanwhile, you know, say what they that new shit that they got. Suppose you women thought niggas ain't shit, you start treating them like shit, then boom, they come out with a sex doll. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what's happening. You gotta be honest, you gotta judge a right, man. Regardless if it's beneficial or negative to you. You know what I'm saying? What we're doing as far as being men of the Lord is negative and beneficial. We're sacrificing our lives. We're laying down our lives. That's why the Lord said, don't be amazed when the world hates you. That's not a benefit to us. Like, I'm pretty sure niggas like, what? Wait, the world gonna what? Oh man, I can't deal with that. Cause a lot of niggas was leaving, man. Everybody just stop being illogical. Everybody wasn't just following your house shot, man. There are a lot of people that just like, I can't rock like that. That's a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a little too rich for my blood. And they walked off. You know? So we're gonna end it with that, man. We went over a lot, man, but at the end of the day, America is fucked up. It's divided against itself once again, and through that division, this place is going to be destroyed, and we can't wait. It's nothing that nobody can do. You can not like this video, you can not watch it, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but these prophecies are gonna come to pass. With that being said, we're gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shem Yahshai Barakatah, Wahara Kodash, the Mount Apostles, and Habathum to the Akim. Shalom.
Shalom.
He said, meanwhile.
Yeah.
You get it with that super freeze, huh?
Yeah, just leave that right there.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.